ça a eu une inflammation. Puis ça m'a causé beaucoup de problèmes même dans le combat. Quand j'étais au sol, je pouvais pas me redresser pour frapper. J'avais comme le cou jammé. C'était vraiment compliqué. Ils ont fait un scan, ils pensaient avoir vu quelque chose au premier scan. Ils ont attendu 6 heures, ils ont fait un deuxième, puis ils ont décidé de me laisser partir. Tout était correct. Parce qu'il faut dire que New York aussi, ils sont très conservateurs au niveau de la santé. Ils sont plus sévères que les autres endroits. Donc, tout est correct, en fin de compte. Mon cou va mieux, ma santé va mieux, puis je suis correct.
Évidemment, pour revenir sur cette victoire-là, je voulais savoir qu'est-ce qui te rendait le plus fier. Ça a été vraiment un retour extrêmement spectaculaire. Est-ce que c'est la victoire en tant que telle, ou la façon dont tu as réussi à terminer le combat après toutes les critiques que tu as eues? Qu'est-ce qui te rend le plus fier?
C'est le déroulement de ma semaine au complet. J'étais très, très bien préparé et j'avais faim, j'avais du plaisir. Puis quand tu as du plaisir à faire quelque chose, tu performes toujours mieux.
Je sais pas si tu as lu tous les articles au Québec et on commence vraiment à te comparer et à te mettre dans parmi les plus grands de l'histoire du Québec et du Canada, tout sport confondu. Qu'est-ce que ça te fait d'être placé dans la même catégorie que des Maurice Richard, des Gilles Villeneuve, des Wayne Gretzky et tout ça? J'imagine que ça doit être spécial. Hein?
Ouais, c'est ça me fait chaud au cœur, mais bon, on peut pas vraiment faire les comparaisons comme ça parce que chaque sport est différent. Mais c'est très gentil de votre part. Merci.
Je vous laisse. Bon, évidemment, on se demande tous qu'est-ce qui va se passer pour la suite des choses pour toi. On parle de Woodley, McGregor, Whittaker. C'est les 3 noms qui reviennent le plus souvent. Comment tu vois cette situation-là et qu'est-ce que tu penses qui va arriver pour la suite de ta carrière?
Là, pour la suite immédiate, j'ai besoin d'aller prendre des petites vacances. Je fais une tournée de PR, puis après ça, je vais aller quelque part d'exotique, prendre des petites vacances. Puis après ça, ça va m'aider à me clarifier l'esprit. Mais durant ce temps-là, c'est sûr que le UFC vont sûrement avoir des projets pour moi. Puis dans le contrat, c'est marqué Whittaker, mais on va voir ce qui va arriver. Là, tout peut changer très vite dans ce sport-là, on le sait.
Est-ce que tu penses que tu peux refaire un bon bout de carrière à 185 livres? Après le combat, tu semblais pas commis à 185 livres.
C'est pas mon poids naturel, là. Je pèse 100. Dans le combat, le soir du combat, j'étais 191 livres, tu sais. Je suis très, très petit pour cette catégorie-là. Je suis plus un welterweight, mais il faut que je la fasse, c'est écrit dans le contrat, là. Je vais voir qu'est-ce qui va arriver. Je peux pas t'en dire plus en ce moment.
À quel moment tu penses être capable de remonter dans l'octogone?
Je sais pas. Ça dépend de l'horaire du UFC, là. On va voir qu'est-ce qui va arriver.
Excellent. Combien de combats en terminant tu penses vouloir faire d'ici la fin? Est-ce que tu as une idée?
J'ai aucune idée. Je fais un combat à la fois, puis that's it. Je me mets pas de pression. Je fais un combat à la fois.
Merci beaucoup, George. Thank you guys for your patience. I'll let you, George.
Next question,
Thank you,
Monica, Newsday.
Congrats on winning the title.
Thank you.
After the post-fight interviews and everything like that, you spent a lot of time in the octagon, sort of just soaking it all in. I was wondering if you can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the octagon. I have a lot of experience in this sport, and I was very well prepared for this fight Saturday. I wanted to be there. There's no other place in the world where I wanted to be. I choose this. It didn't choose me. Like I said, when I was champion, it chose me. But now I choose to be there, and I was very happy, very motivated, and I'm very happy the way it happened. And I believe in it. Even a lot of people told me in my entourage to not do it. I did it because I wanted to have a memory of an achievement. That's something that I have done, and if I would not have come back, I would have regretted for the rest of my life. So I'm very happy.
Mm-hmm. You also spoke about setting traps for Bisping, which is something I've heard Freddie Roach say a lot. Obviously, you worked with him for this entire camp. Was that part of his influence on you for this fight?
Yeah, Freddie has a very good influence. You see, I dropped Bisping with the left hook because in the first round I was doing well, but then the second round Bisping made a great adjustment. He started running a little bit and moving it more. So I was prepared for this fight. the way I train, we were thinking that we were going to fight a Bisping that will come forward and will try to bully me. But to his credit, he came with a very good strategy that gave me a lot of trouble, especially in the second round when he adjusts himself, start moving more, and I start trying to follow him too much. So in the third round, I had to adjust myself, and I was trying to go over his jab with the overhand right, and Freddie was telling me that in the second round now he started to adjusting to this, and he countered me with the right hand. He was countering my overhand with the right hand. So Freddie told me in the corner, he said, now throw when he throw his right hand, throw the cross and follow with the left hook, and that's what I did. That's why I dropped him. Because a counter of a right hand is a left hook that comes over the right hand. So that's what I did, and it works well, you know. And then after I know that when I drop him, I know that Bisping loves to stand up. The way he stand up, he likes to go belly down on 4-point and stand up from there. So instead of wasting my energy, try to hold him down like I did before, I decided to give him the space to go belly down, try to stand up, and when he exposed his back, I took his back and choked him. That was the trap.
Nice. Were you surprised with some of the, you took almost all your damage when you were on top of him, Bisping was on the ground. Were you surprised that, I guess,
yeah.
The struggle it almost seemed like for you to keep him down and control him like you have in the past?
I was a little bit rusty. It's 4 years I haven't fought, and in those training sessions, is some part of the fight game that you can really practice. For example, like the ground and pound on the ground that come from underneath. You can't really get prepared for this. So I was a little bit rusty. It was 4 years after that fight. But there's another thing too that people are not aware. That's the reason why I went to the hospital and I spent a lot of time. During that fight, I got hit with an elbow behind the head in the basal area, in the back of the skull. It's attached to the spinal cord. And what happened is when I got hit is I got kind of a flash knockdown a little bit. And I also, my neck got very inflamed. I got a very bad inflammation in my neck, and I couldn't really move my head much, especially at the end when I cooled down after the fight. It was terrible. I couldn't even tie up my shoes. It was very bad. I didn't know what it was. It was in my skull attached to my neck. That's because of an elbow that I received. I think it happened when I rewatched that fight. I tried to watch when it happened. It happened, I believe, in the first round. It looked very insignificant when it happened, if you watch the video, but it was really there. And it's not the strength of the hit. It was more the precision of it. That's how he did. It's not his fault, we're not allowed to hit there, but it's not his fault. I think it's just in during the heat of the fight, he did it, and it's normal. And what happened is my neck was so inflamed that when I was on the floor, I had a hard time posturing up to strike because it was hurting me very bad. It was like I felt like my muscle couldn't contract. I couldn't contract my head to posture up and strike. It was a very weird feeling. I felt like my muscle was numb and dead, and it was very strange. And after the fight, when it cooled down, it was terrible. It was like my neck couldn't move. It was very bad. Now it's still sore, but it got a lot better now. I got treatment on it, and now I'll be back 100% pretty soon.
All right. Thank you, George.
It's an elbow that happened, I believe, when I did my first takedown. I was in a position that I was grabbing his leg, and he was forcing his right hand down, and with his left hand he elbowed me in the back. And that elbow, that's where it hurt me. That's what I think it happened,
Okay. Thank you.
Next question from Stephen Muehlhausen with Sporting News.
Hi, George. Thank you for the time today. It's greatly appreciated, and congratulations. And how would you rate your performance on Saturday in terms of a grade, like A, B, C, D, F?
It was a B. It was okay. I did some mistake that I didn't like. At one point, I put him down, and I wasn't in